You're a healer, a helping hand, a voice of inspiration and comfort, and a friend. Now, you can be a leader in the Army National Guard. In the Army National Guard, medical professionals, clergy, and lawyers find rewards unlike anywhere else.
Where else can you get the experience of helping others in the field while learning new things?
Being a doctor in the National Guard is a fantastic experience. It has allowed me to serve my country. It has allowed me to spend time with my private practice as well.
In the Army National Guard's medical department, every aspect of a soldier's health is cared for.
The leadership training that you get in the National Guard can give you great opportunities in the civilian sector. I remember being the most junior nurse in my hospital when I started working. And yet, because of my experience in the National Guard, I was given the opportunity to manage the floor. And that is something I'm very proud of.
Officers serve in every role of the healthcare arena, from physicians, dentists, physician assistants, nurses, and healthcare administrators.
I highly recommend being a PA in the Army National Guard. If you're searching for something that just ain't there in your civilian practice, this is the place to be.
Medical professionals in the National Guard receive world-class medical training to ensure our nation's heroes receive the finest medical care.
I joined the Guard because I wanted to become a doctor, and after researching my options for colleges and specialties, I decided to explore what the Guard had to offer. Now that I've joined the Guard, I have more opportunities from financial aid for college and medical school to leadership training when I become an officer. So far, it's only been a great experience, and I know it will only get better.
Where else can you become proficient in so many different types of law, from international to family law, often directly helping soldiers and their families with their legal affairs?
The National Guard served me well in my career as a lawyer. I started out trying cases in the Army back in 1983, and by the time I was finished, I tried 2 capital murder cases as a defense counsel and hundreds of courts-martial. And that enabled me to advance myself in civilian life much farther than I could have had I stayed in a traditional civilian job.
As a judge advocate in the National Guard, I had the opportunity to put my legal skills to work for soldiers in need. The guidance that we provide can affect them and their families forever. Helping them have peace of mind with their legal affairs makes practicing the law in the Guard an honor and an experience like no other.
Officers in the National Guard JAG Corps practice as attorneys in a wide range of fields, from international law to military justice and much more.
As a JAG officer, I've been exposed to contract law, administrative law, criminal law, just a wide diversity of law. I'm also a civilian attorney, and my main practice is employment law. But in the civilian sector, oftentimes you only practice in one area. With the JAG Corps, you become not an expert, but you're exposed to many different areas of the law that normally you would not be.
Where else can you follow your calling? Helping people in the face of life's biggest questions.
I'm a former enlisted soldier who went through the Army ROTC program and became a transportation officer. I proudly served the Transportation Corps for more than 12 years until I was called to serve the soldiers and their families as an Army chaplain.
Chaplains in the Army National Guard support the spiritual well-being of soldiers and their families. They provide advice in matters pertaining to faith, morals, and morale. They are also religious subject matter experts for their commander.
I've been blessed and called of God to complete 2 tours of duty in the Iraqi theater, where I believe we put to test the experience I've gained in my local church and also the training I've received from the National Guard.
Chaplains are non-combatants and don't carry weapons. Their job involves overseeing religious ministries, workshops, counseling, religious education, and special events.
And there's a lot of counseling involved, and this is where my heart is. And as a female chaplain, I'm able to bring a certain element to the table that a male chaplain simply can't bring, but we're both very important.
In Iraq, we had a great ministry of presence as we offered prayers with the soldiers as they went out on every combat mission.
Chaplains function as an emissary of peace in an atmosphere of war.
In the National Guard specialty branches, you serve your community and your country when they need you most. Do you want an exciting job that helps others? As a National Guard officer, you'll take on assignments unlike anything in the civilian world and you can be there to make a difference when it counts.
For more information, contact your local officer recruiter by visiting nationalguard.com or by calling 1-800-GO-GUARD.